Good afternoon, guys. It is Thursday. I am headed up towards the Olympic Peninsula to meet up with JT. Him and I are going to camp tonight, and then Joseph's going to be meeting up with us after work tomorrow. Should be a pretty decent weekend. We're going Thursday to Sunday, 4 days, 3 nights. Kind of go explore, try to find some places we haven't been before, go find some good fishing spots. A few new things on the camper. Got my powder coating stuff dialed in and sandblasted all 4 of my Lone Peak handles and powder coated those black. I didn't have any satin black, or I would have done satin black. All I had was gloss black. So those are dialed in now. Came out with a new phone and tablet mount, which I'll show you guys when we get to camp today. We're gonna hit the road. I got a 2.5 hour drive ahead of me, so I'll see you guys probably when I made up with JT here in a couple of hours. Made it up to the lookout. Not a whole lot of looking out to do here. Kind of see water down there. Coming up here, there was rounded a corner, and there had been like millions of these purple flowers. The whole meadow was full of them. But it's pretty cool. Gonna be kind of limited on what we can see. Thanks to, there's a bunch of fires up here. There's one near Hama Hama. There's one right above Lake Cushman, and then another one just started today, I believe. The one above Cushman is sounds like it's getting pretty bad. In turn, it's going to be making views not the greatest this weekend, but we should have some nice sunsets. Oh yeah, you see the water all along here. Pretty cool. Not sure what kind of communication towers those are. I only have like 2 bars of service, so they're definitely not cell phone towers. I'd assume this one's a weather. It's got a little weather vane thing on the top. Oh yeah, you got some good views right up here. That's pretty awesome.
What'd you find, Tyler?
I was talking to JT. Sounds like right up there by the propane tank, kind of where he's at. Used to be a fire lookout up here, and it burnt down years ago. If I can find any information, I'll kind of splice that in here. But we did see kind of a spot far over on the mountain, so I'm walking back to take a gander at my phone and Onyx to see. why JT and I can never find views. We've got basically, I don't know, 270-degree views. Water, hill, more water, mountains. You can't see as much water from up here, but you can see the snow on the mountains.
So dumb.
This might be a good spot to take a break and try to diagnose my my charging issues. I'll be back with you guys here in a little bit. Took my DC to DC apart after online said that there's no fuses.
There's fuses.
There's two 40-amp fuses on the output side. It says 2 times 40. Well, what do you know? One of them is blown. Unfortunately, I don't carry spare fuses with me like I probably should. JT had a thing of fuses. He's got a 30 amp. I'm going to assume that it's going to blow as soon as I put power to this because it's a 40 amp DC to DC charger. Actually, I'm a liar. That's the input side. The other one's still, well, the other one is melted. So it might be blowing as well. I don't know where I last recorded, but I got my DC to DC charger working. Took it apart and there was two 40 amp fuses that both were blown. Put two new 40 amp fuses in there and it works perfect. It's about 5:45. We're making dinner. I was limited on what I could bring, and so I was going through our freezer and I forgot about I don't know, 2 or 3 weeks ago we were up at our place on Whidbey. Went crabbing with the kids and my father-in-law, and we got a ton of crabs. And when I came home, I gave a bunch to my mom, and I kept a couple for myself, and I ended up making crab cakes, put them in the freezer. So I got 5 crab cakes on the grill, overlooking the water that we got them out of. So I'm gonna cook some crab cakes up for myself and JT, throw a few more things together, and then we'll be good for dinner for tonight. But nice little slight breeze. Clouds are basically blocking most of the sun, but can't beat these views. Wouldn't want to live anywhere else. Morning, everyone. It's 6:30-ish. It was a pretty decent night last night. We stayed up till almost midnight watching the meteor shower. It's the latest I've stayed up in quite a long time. Nice sunrise this morning. About 4:30, JT and I were watching this bird yesterday. I found out online it's called the nighthawk, all one word, and it's not actually a hawk. It's a black bird with like white stripes on its wings, the very tips of its wings. But the distinctive thing about it is when it's flying, I mean, it has this really annoying chirp, but when it dives, it eats insects. When it dives down, it makes this like weird like burr noise, like brrr. And it's its tail feathers. It dips so fast that its tail feathers ruffle. And then I was randomly on the Lone Peak page, and Claire had asked about the best way to get back down to Vegas in 2 days from the PNW. and she posted a screenshot of the maps, and I realized she was up on the peninsula, and we're up on the peninsula, so I shot her a message and let her know that we were camping up above Squim, and she was only 40 minutes from us, so she actually rolled up last night around 8 o'clock and hung out with us last night. And she's got no plans until Sunday when her family arrives from the other side of the country. And we're out till Sunday, so she might hang out with us this weekend. We're not 100% sure. But yeah, it's just going to be a nice relaxing weekend, I think. I think we might head over towards the Hoh River and just have a relaxing weekend, maybe go fishing. But yeah, as soon as I wake up all the way, eat some breakfast. I think I'm going to have some oatmeal this morning. We'll get stuff moving, and I'll get back with everyone. JT, I, and Claire packed up. We're headed out. When we were packing up, I looked over at JT's rig, and he had a ton of coolant leaking out from under his bumper randomly. So he is going to head home, unfortunately. But he just doesn't want to chance it and get stuck over here on the peninsula, which makes sense. We're only about, 45 miles or so from his place. So he's going to head over to Port Townsend and catch a ferry back over to Whidbey Island and head home. We're all hanging out. Claire is still going to roll with me. We're going to head into Port Angeles and meet Joseph. We are off the main road and we are headed up to the lookout. It's about, I think it's like 6.5 or 7 miles from the main road. Made it up to the lookout. It's past one guy on the way down, but nobody's up here. It's just us. Show you guys. I don't remember if I was doing YouTube videos the last time we were up here or not, but this is the views we get up here. There's this sketchy deck here that kind of overhangs the cliffside here. That's 101 way down there. We basically 7.5 miles up into the hills here. Lake Crescent over there. We are headed up towards the Hoh River. I think I've done 1 or 2 videos down at this area that we're going to. Probably a small, slightly different spot, but still around the same area. Some of the best photos I took of my truck were on this road. I was just telling Joseph. I don't remember if I had my camper when I took the photos. I'll post some somewhere in this area, probably right about here. But we, I was leaving camp. JT had left early, and the fog was rolling in. It was actually on this road right here. Ouch. See Jeff's throwing it four-wheel drive. It is definitely a little soft. Made it down to the river. Well, kind of. We went down to the river. It was pretty windy over there, and the current's actually moving pretty fast. So we were driving around looking for different places, and the water crossing, the stream that you cross, kind of came around a bend, and I noticed there was a trail across the water kind of down here. Drove across, and we're camped on this little bank here. There's a huge hole here, fishing hole kind of deep. And then over here by these trees, there's a huge deep hole over there too. And super blue. Did some drone video. You guys might have seen it by now. If not, you'll probably see it after this clip. Yeah, super shallow here, just through the rocks. And then, like I said, there's another hole there. Joseph and I are gonna set up kind of a pool here like we did over on the Waianuchi River a couple years ago, back before I was a YouTuber. But yeah, we're just gonna hang out here for the evening. I'm downloading the fishing regs right now. I might throw a line up into a couple of these holes here. And yeah, we're just gonna chill. I'm gonna cook some burgers for dinner tonight, I think, or maybe some spaghetti, one of the two. But yeah, I'm gonna get everything set up here in a little bit to cook. It's just hit 5 o'clock, so we're pretty dialed. But yeah, I'll catch everyone here in a little bit. Morning, everyone. Did not do much videoing yesterday, but we kind of just hung out down here at this side stream off the river. Kind of just hung out, enjoyed the water, soaked our feet for a couple hours, just talked bunch of random crap, fished for a couple of hours, caught a ton of little baby fish, a couple of big bites, but nothing landed. You're pretty limited on what you can fish with here on the Hoh River. Barbless, single hook only, one pole, no bait. So I'm kind of just rocking with what I've got. Little lure that I cut a treble hook off of. But yeah, we're gonna hang out here for a couple hours this morning, and then we'll figure out what we're gonna do. I'll catch up with everyone when we sort that out. We are on the road. It is 9:30, packed up. Everything was soaking wet this morning, so I had to put the Gazelle away wet, but it is what it is. Got everybody behind us. We are headed back into Forks so Joseph can get fuel. And then we're gonna head back kind of the way we came, about 20 miles before Lake Crescent. JT had a couple of spots marked. One of them is a creek camp spot, so we're gonna go try to check that out, see if we can camp on the water again today, and kind of just have a chill day again. That's what 95% of our trips are. Just kind of relax and regenerate from the city life, I guess you could say. Sometimes we push all day and find some cool spots way down trails after 7 hours, but sounds like Joseph and Claire both are not interested in going to drive down trails all day. So we'll find another spot, and then we'll plan another trip in the next couple weeks. We'll go explore and find some awesome spots. We're off the main road. We're on Forest Service paved single lane road. We're checking out a spot that JT sent me a bunch of spots for this weekend or whatever, and it's a random camp spot that's labeled creek spot, big enough for 3 rigs. And we got 3 rigs, and we want to camp by water again, so we're gonna check it out. But it looked like it's deep in the woods, so I couldn't really see it from satellite images. So we're gonna kind of wing it and see what we find. But it's we just turned off the road. It's about 2 miles up, so we should be there in just a few minutes, and we'll see what it has in store for us. All right, we drove down this trail. It was very specific. Creek campground for 3 people, 3 rigs. 1, 2, 3. There's this giant tree. It's got to be, I don't know, 7, 8 feet across. It's got this cool little cave underneath it where I'm sure something's living under the tree. Here, nice little fire pit. A little spot to set up a tent or something up here. We're in some pretty thick coverage, absolutely no service here. But kind of walked down here before we drove down. I was like, man, I don't know. And then I walked around the corner and through the bushes, and check this out. Pretty deep hole here, basically along the whole ledge over there. All the way down there is a huge pool. Kind of comes through here, slowly moving through here, very slowly. Moves pretty quickly through here. There's definitely fish in here. I saw a couple cutthroat trout in here. Small ones, little babies. But babies got to come from somewhere, obviously. And then kind of a little pool here, a little stagnant-ish. Ton of little baby fish right here. Cool little pool here, but I was kind of walking around when we first pulled in, and kind of through the woods. Nice little area there, but you guys gotta check this out. It's like out of a movie, basically. I'll fly the drone through here in a little bit. Definitely in the rainforest here, but check this spot out here. Just glass, smooth, all the way down. I'll get the drone and fly it through here in a little bit, but huge pool right here. This would be a prime fly fishing spot. But we're gonna get camp set up. It's only 11:05, so we got all day to explore. So we'll get camp set up. Get the thermocell going because there is definitely a ton of mosquitoes here, and then get camp set up in a way that we're not blocking each other from moving around in camp, and enjoy our time. I'll catch up with you guys here in a little bit. He's swimming right along the bottom of the, he's right there. Oh, he hit it too. Oh. There's a couple of them. Damn. I did not see anything that size when we pulled in. It's going for it. A couple little baby ones. Ton of baby ones. Look how many there are. There's got to be like 100 of them right there. It's hard to see if you don't see it moving originally. See that big one right there? Following it right now?
Oh, yeah, okay. Now I see. I'm thinking big.
Oh, yeah. No, cutthroat trout, you're like 12, 14 inches max.
Okay.
Yeah, little trout. Trout don't get big at all. Unless they're like way up in an alpine lake and all they got nothing to feed on them. Yeah, a little tiny one. It's a log going across the river. Kind of hard to tell. This is probably about a 12-inch long cutthroat just swimming through there. I have to go get my lure and come back over here in a little bit. Hair's a little messed up. Joseph and I hiked down the stream a ways, and then bushwhacked our way back to camp, back to the road, and then walked about a mile down the road back to camp. Pretty fun, but let's see if we can get back here. It's kind of where I walk through right here. All right. Hung out, fished for, I don't know, 3-4 hours, caught some decent fish. I didn't have the camera rolling when I caught the big cutthroat. We hung out for a couple hours down here on the bank here. Joseph and I trekked, I don't know, a mile or so down the creek, then bushwhacked up to the main road and took the main road back. And then we kind of just been chilling. We had the gazelle set up for a couple hours to get it dry. Now we're just chilling by the fire. I'm not gonna leave it out tonight. Now it's dinner time. Gonna do bacon burgers again for the second night. Nice and easy, tasty dinner.
That's fine. It's like, I actually like it. Because it's very easy to run people and not find them. But, anyway,
Oh. Morning, everyone. Sunday morning, day to head home. It's around, I think, 8 o'clock, 7:30. Woke up a little early. The humidity last night was terrible. It was like 90-something% humidity. Woke up, it was 60 degrees outside, but I was sweating to death because it felt like I was swimming in a sauna. But, you know, we had a good time. This spot is absolutely perfect. Glass smooth water all the way down. Did a few drone shots, but it's very overgrown through here, so it's kind of hard to fly the drone. Pulled the Starlink off of my roof and mounted it in the only clear spot I could find. Internet's been going off and on, but enough to text my wife at least. But yeah, I'm gonna end the video here. We're packing up now, and then I got a 3.5-hour drive ahead of me. No more exploring today. I got some stuff I got to get done this afternoon. Made cinnamon rolls for Joseph and Claire, and we're kind of just finishing up chatting, and then we're going to be heading out here, I assume, probably in the next hour or so. But yeah, I'll catch you guys on the next one. Hopefully the next one, JT will be with us, and we'll go do some more exploring, maybe down south, and yeah, have a good time. But yeah, until next time, I'll see you guys. Remember to get out there and explore, find some nice areas like this. You'll never find places like this unless you take chances. You know, I wasn't going to turn down this road because it was like, man, a mile and a half off the main road. I'd like to go explore. We pulled up, and this spot's been awesome. So, yeah, just take chances and, you know, just give yourself a couple hours to find some good spots. Yep, I'll see you guys next time.